Chat, can I get a mic check? Can I get a mic check, chat? Some ASMR introductions. I have a 10 out of 10. I have a no. I have a cannot hear you. I have a good. I have a yes, we hear you. Doesn't smell like a rule. Can't hear nothing. Please mute. All right, that's it, Vex, you mother. Hey everyone, welcome to the Couch Cat stream. I'm sorry. Hey everyone, welcome to the Couch Cat stream, where we do this every Thursday at 7 p.m. US Eastern, and we discuss our favorite lightweight MMORPGs and persistent browser-based games here on the channel that we cover and play. Tonight's episode is going to be a great one. Did you know, real quick, this is the 178th stream we've done, plus the ones we didn't count before? So we're probably like at 200 plus streams. That's how consistent we are here at the channel. But we were at 178. We're almost at 180. What happens then? I don't really know. But it's just like, wow. We could like look back together and miss the old times. But anyway, this episode is going to be amazing. That's what I said in the ping I just did. So you have to believe it. Money and a positive attitude can fix almost everything. Besides CrazyFi's computer. So we'll get to that in a second. Anyway, tonight's episode, what are we talking about? We have updates in IdleMMO. We have updates in Solvendra. That's how the devs say it. Quote me on that. And then, of course, we have some SimpleMMO updates, some small ones. And the biggest thing that we're discussing tonight is the end of the SimpleMMO Seasonal Guild Leaderboard Season 8. It was a banger. Everyone was on the edge of their seat. I was too, and I didn't have pants on, so it just made the experience that much better. I have a secret labs chair, so it's not breathable, and I sweated a lot, and that wasn't the fun part, though. Well, that's a different stream, you know what I mean? But we're going to be discussing that tonight, and unlike what we usually do, which, you know, we have like the delay, the 7 days of EXP collection, because that's just what we do here to fit our streaming schedule, because if we created it. I'm going to be discussing the end in real time, so we're going to see the final results, the total EXP for the whole season, and go from there. So it's very special. So if that sounds great to you, like the stream right now. If you're a guild leader, guild officer, co-lead, whatever, get your guildies in here and show some support for the SGL portion. And then make them spam the like button, you mother. Okay. Anyway, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Paisen, and I normally do this with CrazyFi. And to his credit, he was in place, ready to go. He was ready to go. 30 minutes, prepped. His computer has crashed 6 times. So yeah, don't order a PC on Amazon. That's pretty much what I can tell you. Just don't order a PC on Amazon. And if it's broken, get that replaced instantly. But yeah, pour one out for CF. It's not open. Ooh, I got you, chat. It's not open. Don't do what I just did if your drink's open. Okay. So it's just me. And the sun is dropping, so I'll be turning the lights on soon. And that's why I kind of look like a little grainy and gray, but it's just me tonight, chat. So if you're lurking, say hello so I can say hi back to you. I have some funny stories I want to discuss real quick. It's just one, actually. But yeah, I will say hi to everyone first, and then I'll get into the personal stories. All right, because there's a lot of chatter here. First and foremost, shout out to Theron. He gifted 5 Couch Cat memberships, so thank you so much. That was even before we were live, so I'm pretty sure he was doing it out of the kindness of his heart here. And To, our own YouTube mod, got lucky. Bunfum got lucky. Pertin got lucky. Ice Neo, of all people, got lucky. And Rice Asima. So some really cool people got lucky. Glad to see it. But we have Asmir here showing up first as usual. We have Arctic Hunter right behind them. They've actually been showing up in our clans for once. It's great to see. It's good to see friends pull through. Welsky is here, so they are number 3. Saying, was my message removed again? No one's removing your message, Welsky. If it could be YouTube if it's the old enough message. I don't know why you're so paranoid. LTS is here. YouTube mod shout out. Yukari, YouTube member shout out. Good to see you, Yukari, of course, always. Rack is here. YouTube member shout out to Rack, another homie, another member of our community that plays games with us, especially 33 Immortals. That game's sick. Hyper Knight is here. Go back to jail, but also YouTube member shout out. Guri is here. Guri XX. Good to see you. Wait, this is Vex on Dead channel. Vex is here on their boyfriend channel, probably. Good job, Vex. Always doing that to me, but that means double the like, so you better pull through. But of course, Vex is here. Good to see you, Vex. Always good to see you. Ice Neo showing up to the stream and getting lucky. Usually you don't see that, but you do. Good to see you, Ice Neo. But Bombs is here. YouTube member, shout out to you, and congrats to TSL as a whole. We'll be discussing that later in the stream. But always kind of good to see Bombs these days. He's becoming more of a degen when he's hiding in the dark. You know what I mean? When he's like, he's not that active and he's just like becoming weirder. I'm kidding for sure. All right, moving on. Shadow is here. Good to see you, Shadow. Is Shadow Garden cooked? We'll find out season 9. Disqual is here. I'm trying not to be too loud because my baby is getting put down right now by Kimchers. Shout out to Kimchers for doing that for me. Caveman is here. YouTube member shout out saying hi from Japan. Weather is awesome here. Yo, dude, are you on vacation? Are you on vacation and you're still 3xing me? Like up to the point where season 8 ended? You're just a beast, dude. I hate you. I love you and I hate you. Eclipse is here. The legendary PvPer from Forest. I don't know if they're legendary, but I like to think so. Eclipse, always good to see you. Thank you for being active in our community, of course. Moving on. A707 is here. Good to see you, homie. Thank you for coming back like usual. There's a lot of recurring faces here, and I'm here for that. LTF. Okay, Swear Jar. Dude, for those of you who know what Home Movies is, the Adult Swim cartoon, the episode where it's all about the swear jar and like Brendan, excuse me, and all of his friends are swearing and they have to put money. That's what I always think about. And then there's a band called Swear Jar where the lead singer was unfortunately killed, but it's a sick band. If you like East Coast, like very raw emo band. Anyway, I love seeing that shit. LTS says CF could be locked in a rubber room and could still manage to cause his PC at home to go full nuclear detonation. Oh my goodness. Whew. Okay, moving on. Polly Sunshine is here. Yo, so my mind was blown when AFK Machine was waving to me from Radiant Dawn, if you don't know. And then Polly Sunshine waves to me in game, and I'm like, because Polly, you know, is usually a regular here, disappears, comes back. So I'm just glad to see you, Polly. I'm glad you're here in the stream. Truly. Sharky's here. Yo, what's up? Our not really newest, but you know, our friend we made from the PBBG Discord, and there's some news on that front. I'll be able to report on some of it because CrazyFi is not here, but CrazyFi is the POC for that. But I have some good news that involves Sharky and friends over at the PBBG Discord. What else? Darren says Paisen's got the... Okay, let's not try to make me blush here on stream, all right? Let's just... My shirt's red. I don't want my cheeks to be red. Oh, dude, that sounded so bad. That sounded... Don't even clip that, chat. Tom C is here. Sitting agree. Welcome to the stream, Tom C. I hope it's... Is it Tom C or Tom C? All right. Moving on. Polly says disappearing is my superpower. Amen. Okay, so that's everyone. If you're lurking, oh wait, Beasky was here too. Rest in peace, LDS, of course. Beasky was here. But if you're lurking and you just joined, say hello. Okay, let's get into it. So I have two personal updates. One, I've downloaded Oblivion Remaster because again, I got the Xbox Game Pass for $1. Like I just keep getting it for $1, just like in the old days. I have not played it yet. I went through the intro. I got to character creation and then I had to leave. So like. Maybe this weekend I'll play it. What a great time. Like, I don't know how... I heard, like, because it's Unreal Engine 5, the performance is all over the place, depending on what you're playing on and what you're playing with. But what a week of gaming with, like, the reveal and then the leaked shadow. I mean, it was leaked, but the like shadow drop. That's so sick. And then here's a funny story, chat. Tell me this: how cooked is my daughter? Because Kimchers has a very like the iPad or the iPod Touch, like the classic one, the first version, and she can't remember the password to it, right? The pin code. So she like you can still play through Shuffle, but you can't like go into the library. You can't select things. So our daughter was able to play and then hear the music. Well, she went ham on this thing. She just smashed buttons for like minutes straight. And she has locked the iPod Touch for 54 years. It's like it's like 2 million minutes or something, but it's locked for 54 years. How cooked is she? Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. Oh my god. Rest in peace, bruh. 54 years, dude. Over 29 million minutes, says Kimchers. So you know what? Cheers to you, chat. And cheers to future Kimchers. If you ever see this, you really bombed us. Solvendra says maybe your granddaughter. LTS is losing his mind. Oh man. Paisen baby must have grown so much since I last joined this stream. Here, let's get a check before we move on. She should be sleeping. Alright, here's a little angel. Sorry for the screen glare, but there she is. Why does it look like she's only got one arm? Oh, Jesus. 54 years. Alright. That's it for personal updates. CrazyFi has some stuff going on. I will say he wants to participate within the SimpleMMO community again. Go figure. And he's looking for a guild to join for the new season. So yeah, CrazyFi looking for a guild. Currently he's the guild leader of Couch Cat Gaming. But he's just standing in there, right? Kimchers will be the sole like owner of the guild for a while. So if you feel like if you want to give CrazyFi a chance, hit him up in the DMs or in Discord, and yeah, go from there. I guess that's like me helping CrazyFi do something. Oh, he joined. Did he really join Blazing Beasts? All right, never mind. He's in Blazing Beasts. Godspeed, Vex. He's not welcome in Wolf. Oh, come on, dude. I'm the star in Wolf. Darren's gone. I'm literally the star. So, you know what I mean? Oh, wait, that was news. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Okay. So I have some updates for you, chat. And they're all prepped in the other scene because CrazyFi is supposed to be here. But yeah, I have some updates for everyone. So first and foremost, let's get these here we go. All right, chat, check this out. Okay, excellent stuff. Not even fitting my screen, but we've got it. Bam. Okay, that is even worse. What is going on with this freaking source, dude? Hold on. There we go. I swear, like, OBS can be a pain in the ass. All right, so here we go. The first order of business, we have new hoodies. These were not, okay, that's freaking out. We have new hoodies. These were not on the store before. $28. It's like one of the lowest I could go. Isn't that sick? And then a bunch of color ways here. And they just look sick. And of course, it's on our low vis right now. So we have multiple designs, right? But we have the low vis. So it doesn't really stand out, but it's cool enough. It's there. It looks sick. Check it out. It's reminiscent of our, I don't know who this is, but it's reminiscent of our old hoodie. So if you like the original, shout out to Ace. Ace was like, I need a new hoodie right now. And here you go. Maroon, aka Burgundy. It's here. But that hit the store this week. And then the classic shirt, I added colorways. It was just white. Amelia was complaining for different colors. And this is the low vis with the black. And I'm going to add a shirt with the white outline so we can get the dark colors up here. But we have multiple colorways. Once again, some different styles here. Right? I'm getting this, chat. No, I'm getting orange. I'm a sucker for orange. Obviously, Couch Cat, the main color. But I'm going to snag this orange t-shirt. But anyway, added more colors, added a hoodie. The link's down in the description. The Couch Cat shop 4th wall. Check it out. Check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you snag, oh, I can turn the light on. If you snag merch, we have a merch showcase channel in our Discord. You don't have to show your face, but feel free posting a picture of you in our merch, holding the merch, whatever. Amelia had a really awesome post in there. Ooh, there it is. Had an awesome post in there with her coffee mug. She's really good at posting with this coffee mug, okay? And then, of course, we have other friends like Chubby and Ace and QD showing off our sweaters and our hoodies. So check it out. Consider it. We greatly appreciate it. Zilden, member for 9 months at the Couch Cat level, saying, "Shut up and take our money." Take my money, Zilden. Anyway, thank you so much for supporting us, dude. Always appreciate it. Partner of the channel. We'll get into that later. What else? Oh, okay. And there's a new Solvendra game text channel. I think I mentioned this last time, but there is a new Solvendra text channel. So if you're playing the game and you want to chat with us who are playing the game, go ahead. We encourage it. And the devs are fortunately active in our Discord within that text channel, and they'll talk to you. They'll talk to you. They've been talking to Chubby. I talked to Chubby. He's got a small peepee, but I talked to him. And so do the devs, all right? And then we have a new game news channel. Here, I'm pretty sure I can just show you guys and gals. Let's see. All right, let's do this again. All right, we got Discord here. Yeah, don't switch. We'll go to Couch Cat. Right here. So this is the game news, and Solvendra is right here, obviously. And we got some devs in here. We got both devs in here. But yeah, so game news. This is a new channel. I've got all the games that we're playing, and as long as they publish, I've got them published here all in one place. And you can scroll up top and see, I got SimpleMMO, I got the Solvendra, I got Idle Clans, I got IdleMMO. And the newer games that I test and play, if they publish their announcements or updates, they'll be added here. So you don't, we always say like, hey, join the official Discord, blah, blah, blah. But you can, if you're just part of our community, you can get a whole stream of news in one place. And those are the updates. So merch, stream, news. Okay, Maven, thank you so much for the $2 donation, saying, "Did you know marigolds can be pink?" Thank you, Maven. Cheers to you. Cheers to Mad Dog. Yes. So Solvendra, thank you for bringing that up. On the CrazyFi side of the house, the game jam has been announced. It's in the official PBBG Discord. I could pull it up. I have to look for it. I'm sorry. But it has been announced. And we'll just we'll quickly try to find this thing. We'll find this bad boy, if you know what I mean. Bam. We'll go here. We'll go PBBG. And it should be, here we go. JM News, right? This should be it. Yep, here we go. So this is the announcement for the newest game jam. Sharky is a part of this, so excited to be working with Sharky and crew. But yeah, 2025 game jam. For those of you who are not familiar with this Discord is full of aspiring or current game devs, either going on a limb with their ideas, making games to test their limitations and to get better, or it's a product that they will finish through on or follow through on and finish it. But the game jam specifically, it's multiple teams, and they're building games together. They're building an idea of a game together, and all the the specifics will be laid out, and CrazyFi will come back and go into more detail about this. But they're open, and so if you're a fan of games like Solvendra, IdleMMO, even SimpleMMO, even games like that are being made or discovered, even or shared in this Discord, and these game jams have the tendency to either turn into a real game or these teams splinter off and create something new. It's just fun to see. We cover it here on the channel. It's the newest thing that we do here, and we're excited for the 2025 game jam. And we're spearheading it. We're working with Sharky. More info to come. And then the Solvendra dev questions. So this mimics the question series, the dev question series, the dev talk series, really, that we do with Galahad Creative, with Mike, sometimes Yomu, for IdleMMO. And now we're expanding that to Solvendra, and they've got the questions, they got them answered. So CrazyFi is working on that, building the script around it, and then we should either he's going to do it solo or we'll do it together. He should have a video in the near future with Solvendra's Q&A. So looking forward to that. Shout out to the devs at Solvendra for helping us out, for participating and being part of our community and engaging our community. That's really it for the news. That was a lot to talk about. That was a lot to talk about, chat. Yeah. Okay. Oh, is Welski acting like a victim again? All right, moving on. We're going into the main content tonight. This is the news segment of the stream. This is where we discuss all the latest and greatest announcements, updates, patch notes, drama surrounding our favorite lightweight MMORPGs and persistent browser-based games here on the channel. And of course, our first game we're starting with is IdleMMO. Let's check it out. Oh my gosh, let's hope this shows. I prepped everything on the dual cam feed, so not everything looks like it should. Let's go. Oh my gosh, it worked. Let's just, oh my, living on a prayer. You know what I mean? You guys know that song? Okay, so there's multiple things going on here in IdleMMO. First off, the announcement from April 22nd was the Guildhall refund clarification. So they announced that I think you get partial, was it resources or something back from like refunded components and stuff, or just like the Guildhall itself. And it was like another change buried in quality of life changes to the Guildhall system. And this is just verifying, or not verifying, but clarifying what exactly the refund means. And it does not include repair costs, because Guildhalls do receive damage apparently. And yeah, that's it. There wasn't really a huge reaction here. And it doesn't really affect you if you haven't done anything, if you are not issuing a refund, etc. So here you go. This is just an announcement. I guess it did cause initial confusion. And here we have patch notes. And hold on, that's not it. Okay, yeah, this was it. Again, on the 22nd of April, we have 0.39.0, and it's the Conquest tracker. So just like with raids and guilds in general, when you're donating resources, etc., finishing challenges, there are ways to track member contributions right here. This is very important for guilds in any game. So it's cool. It's just a good way to track who's participating, who's not. And then you can now see active assaults on the Conquest page. So that's, just a more interactive quality of life, seeing it kind of like, what can I compare this to? Like, raids in SimpleMMO, where it shows like that, the most active guild, or the active guild raid at the time, you log in, etc. And then a bunch of other fixes and quality of life stuff, stuff that's going, it's moving and grooving. But then we have another update on the 24th with version 0.39.1. Thank you so much, Nowry, for $5 saying first. That is fake news, chat. That is fake news, but I love seeing Nowry all the time. Thank you so much, Nowry. See, our mods pay us. That's the kind of stream we have. The mods pay us, dude. Stay hard, stay paladin, brother. Bombs just drops this shit randomly all the time. It's my slogan, but he says it more than I do. Uh, and then the Conquest leaderboard changes, but here we go. More. So you see this more reductions in the form of marks to the components, and then repair cost clarification, kind of like a double post here. But they're just constantly changing things. Sorry, I was like splitting my legs. There's constantly changing things here with the guild hall, because it was like the biggest addition to the game in a while. I think we're just going, as a trend, we're just going to continue to see like quality of life adjustments, like we've been seeing with like the resource requirements with it. But that's IdleMMO. Those are the major things. Again, you can check them out in the official Discord, or you can go to the game news text channel in the CouchCat Discord, link down in the description, and just scroll through the latest and greatest. It's all there for you for free. It's free everywhere. That was so... Does that convince you? Okay, anyway. All right, let's move on to... I'm so dumb, dude. I'm so dumb. Why is everyone replying to Nowry's donation? Vex is now calling me out, dude. Vex, shut up. It's free. It is. It's free. It's just a fact, dude. All right, let's move on to SimpleMMO. Let's move on to SimpleMMO. There's like a very small update. So we're showing. It's a big one though. So today, actually, we have version 12.50.1, and it's guilds can now declare war on other guilds that have exceeded the new member limit introduced in a previous version. Guilds that are over the limit will stop earning both guild EXP and bonus EXP until they reduce their members count to meet the cap. However, their opponents will continue to earn EXP as normal. Oh god, we're seeing the live reactions here coming from chat. But this is a huge update. This pretty much eliminates the fears that like Asmir and Jason were discussing early on in the season in our Discord. Asmir brought it to our attention first. Yes, Bombs' fault. By Arctic. Who's doing this? Okay, it's all Arctic. But yeah, this kind of erases that fear, right? I mean, how... Yeah, mass PvP will now have less rate limits, but never be free of rate limits. Yeah, true. But it's a great change in the right direction. Yeah, this just micro change has increased the quality of life of guild PvP in 2 seconds. So excellent stuff here. I wonder, you know, I know they engage figureheads in the community. What? Of course, dude. Why would Welski not show respect ever? But of course, I'm sure they engaged figureheads in the community and they made this change. And then they had server maintenance earlier, and you know, fire, dude, lit. But yeah, this is huge. This is so great. As a PvPer, this is so great. All right, that's SimpleMMO, isn't that great? And then of course, season 8. So hear me out for SimpleMMO, you know, friends and fans. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if they announced the end of Season 8, like in the announcement tab? I feel like the guild seasons are a huge deal for the active community in this game. I feel like you can kind of, like, the end of the season should be celebrated, right? Like, I would almost feel like attention should be drawn to it, so that way when players are joining this game and they're in the Discord, they're like, what the frick is this SGL thing? And then they're like, I want to be a part of that. I don't know. I feel like let's celebrate in my opinion, one of the best parts of the game, which is the guild seasons that we inspired, that they won't say we inspired. More in-game fanfare is warranted for sure. It's a lot of time and effort. There you go. And A707 agrees? Unless it's TSL, says Theron. Oh, frick, man. I freaking... Dude, Theron's got the heat, bro. He's got the Mac 10. Bomb says season is like the main thing to push people in mass. It is whack that isn't shown like top 5 on home. Exactly. Luckily, CouchCat does it. Cheers to me and us, the community. But yeah, I don't know. Yomu, if you watch this, because I don't know if Mike will ever again, can consider, you know, getting with Wick or Wicked if you're watching this, or someone. They don't engage us at all for some reason, but any figurehead here that actually gets asked questions, bring it up. say, hey, Couch Cat thinks this is a great idea, and so do we. And see if they start announcing like the beginning, like, dude, announce the beginning of season 9 and announce the amazing end to season 8. There you go. That's it. All right, make the guild PvP scene and PvE scene feel appreciated, because they're putting in a lot of work here, and probably a lot of money if they're refilling. You know? Bomb says, "What's Couch Cat?" Motherfucker. Okay, I'm moving on, chat. I'm getting off my soapbox. All right, brother and sisters. Okay, so the last game update tonight, one of our newly minted favorite games, is Solvendra. Again, ask the devs. That's how you say it. So if you're talking in VC and you're not doing Solvendra, you're wrong. All right, sorry. Okay, so we have some patch notes and we have some dev corner info dropping, and of course they went straight to the game news channel in our Discord. But here, let me pop it up. So here's Solvendra, and they have new features here. They have a new crafting modal view that's been added. Now you can limit the amount of items you can craft. Changes. There's some item details now, probably updating equipment in real time, and some fixes. But this is where the magic is, chat. So they're posting, and thank you so much for listening. I know I talk out my ass most of the time, but last stream I recommended, if you're going to change UI UX stuff, show what it used to look like, so we can kind of visually see the progress. And they did that. So shout out to you devs, shout out for doing that. But this is what it looks like now. They've did the nav bar overhaul, so it's like more narrow, and you can see more on the screen here. And it's coming along. Okay, it's coming along. And this is what it used to look like. How much better is that? So yeah, I can appreciate this change now that I get to see what it used to look like. And then we have the runes. So all your RuneScape fans, here we go. We have all the runes. We have all the aesthetics here. Can't wait to see this be developed further. We have some defense runes here. We have there's so many different types of runes being rolled out. Love the aesthetic here. And then they announce here in the dev corner, they're hoping to finally fix the crafting UI in the latest update. And yeah, then they post freaking armor sets. And I know some of you in SimpleMMO, we love armor sets, especially like from Red, Ubi before he was a villain. A lot of us love cosmetic armor sets from playing World of Warcraft and other games, but just armor sets that are equipable are my favorite, and they're usable. Here we go. He's dropping this armor set, the Durger. I think it's Burger. It's Burger. I'm just kidding. But yeah, they've got the aesthetic locked in. And I'd love to see, I don't know about you, Chad, but I love seeing info like this. I love seeing like, here's a new armor set, here's a new weapon set. Shit like that gets me going as a Elder Scrolls fan, etc. And then new crafting modal, they're showing it off. They post a lot of visual updates here in the dev corner, and it just makes it easier to kind of see where they're at. So I appreciate it. Appreciate the progress here in Solvendra. And if you are interested in playing it, well, we're going to add the official Discord to our description, but you can find it in our Discord. We'll link it there in the Solvendra chat. It'll be pinned there. And you can also reach out to the dev. They're usually here and they're in our Discord. And just keep in mind, it's alpha. There will be a wipe, but if you love testing games, and I know in our community we have people who do that, they're always looking for players to test the game, I don't want to say limit break, but yeah, they're just looking for testers and to grow their community. But just keep that in mind. I know a lot of players, they want, like in Ironwood RPG, right? They want to know up front. But yeah, great stuff here. And that concludes the news section of the stream. And you know what that means, chat? We're about to talk about the SGL. We're about to talk about Season 8's banger end. This season was insane. All right. Let me prep it. It's just me. It's just me tonight. And I had it prepped. Check this out, chat. I'll show you the scene in a second. I'm just really thirsty. Amelia says, "Oh, hello there. Welcome to the stream, Amelia. YouTube mod and member shout out." Solvendra says it was a nice tip. Just the tip. I'm sorry. Checky is here. Welcome to the stream, Checky. Anyone else show up? Anyone else? I don't want to miss anyone because you're all my friends. Vex, I know your BF says hi. All right. Yo, tell your BF he's limited. He's limited to hellos, all right? It's over. It's over. Okay. Saying hi to everyone? No, they're over. It's over. It's so over. Bomb says, you can call me a friend, Paisen, but I won't call you one. I didn't even ask for that. I didn't even engage Bombs. Did you see this shit? I didn't even engage him in conversation. He just drops this shit on my plate. Whew, okay. Thank you, Vex. I appreciate that. He can start saying hi to people again. All right. So, God dang it. Don't look at Bombs. Okay. So chat. Before we get into, the rundown of the end of SimpleMMO's Season 8 Seasonal Guild Leaderboard run here, I have some SGL specific news that's tied to Season 8 and some thoughts. And I want to know what you think. I've asked you a lot. I've asked you what you've thought a lot tonight, and I need your help some more. But real quick, please like the stream right now if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you're new here. And if you want to support the channel even more, consider becoming a YouTube member like all of our friends and fans here for just as low as $2.99 a month. You'll get access to emotes, badges, early access to VODs, YouTube member only chats and giveaways. It's a great time. You get a green name. I can't change the name color. It would be orange if I could, but you get a green name. That's sad. Isn't that great? It's just so easy. But please like the stream. It helps us get us over 30 likes tonight, chat, and VOD squad, please. All right. So let me just get into my observations for actively participating in Season 8, like for the first time in a long time in SimpleMMO. I came out safe mode. I wasn't doing BA. I was a top 5 or top 6 PvPer in Wolf, I believe. Yukari Zildjian, you can check me on that. I was shoulder to shoulder with the greats, Dagon, Theron. I mean, God, they are monsters. Okay, I'm not saying I'm like right there with them, but it was cool finally being in like a top 10 crew, like part of the top 10 crew for the PvP side, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I just wanted to reflect my time on that, or I wanted to reflect on that time. And it was a great time. I'm gonna keep doing it. I believe I'm gonna stick with Wolf for Season 9. From there, I don't know, but Wolf has been a great home. Continue to be my home, hopefully this season. Unless Dagon's like, we're retired. But I just want to say it was great. And if you are playing the game and you don't know what you're doing, you feel like you're kind of listless. You're a couple level, like a level 1,000 or above. You can still be an asset. I want to say that. And if you're in safe mode, but you're just like, it's boring, go PvP. Just join freaking Blazing Beast or some shit, and give it a shot because it's a lot of fun. 2. So CrazyFi and I, we made we had observations and words about a couple seasons ago when TSL and Babel had like their giant war, and we had both sides of the aisle pulling, like they had like a rally all troops moment. And they were using mercenaries. They were using friends from other guilds who would quickly rotate in as warriors, blow EP, come out. It was like a strafing run for these guilds. It was really cool to see. It changed the dynamics. It like allowed these guilds to, have more of a chance to succeed and to, be peer. It basically was like peer-to-peer conflict with alliances, right? Like that to me, in the current iteration of SimpleMMO, that's how alliances will work. You call on your alliance's strongest warriors. You rotate them in. They mag dump their EP and hop out, right? And then when they're on cooldown and the cooldown's up, get them back in. So that was really interesting to see. We like that, but I like that, but I feel like maybe there should be a counterbalance to that, and not like an everyday thing, but I was thinking of, while I was brushing my teeth, of all things, what if maybe once a year, make this a special event? We can hammer the details out later. But like, what if there's an Iron Man mode, kind of like in Idle Clans, where like guilds, like you're not creating a whole new guild. Like say in the season tab, there's like Iron Man, the Iron Man season, right? Whatever they would call it. And then like say Bombs, who's like leading TSL, he can click it, and it'll say create Iron Man guild, and he could fill out the warriors from his current guild roster. It wouldn't take him away from actual TSL, but he could lock in a roster that he has to ride or die by for this like mini season. Like maybe it's like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that, very short. And if a member gets banned, real life happens and they can't play, they mental boom and they quit. Or Tansy's just a good example because she's level 1 million and she floats between TSL, Coven, and sometimes Fly. If Tansy wanted to join later to help, or another player wanted to, you can't. The roster is set in place. And I just thought that would be a really cool idea. And guild members who are like, when this roster is built, they're not pulled from the main guild. The EXP they earn while doing their daily PvP in the main TSL guild carries over to the Iron Man mode guild, but only for those players. I just thought that'd be really interesting. It would eliminate mercs. It would like be very stressful, and it would really suck if like your guild, like the first day of Iron Man mode and half your guild quit. But that's just life, right? I just thought it'd be interesting, and it could be a special event, and we could see like, all right, these players without any outside influence, they won this like event, this Iron Man mode event. Because I was thinking like as I was participating and as I was getting 3x by, Tansy again, great example. Like she would hit me with the Coven tag, and then I see her with the TSL tag, and then other players would rotate in and out. Dagon was freaking TSL for like a second. It was like, it didn't like take away like, oh my god, TSL and RS, like TSL is beating RS. TSL has a proven track record. They can do this shit. I know they can when they're locked in. But like a little part of me was like, okay, but they're rotating people in who are not core TSL, or they're kind of core TSL when they want to be, or they're friends of TSL. Like it almost was like they're kind of getting ahead because, and not to say RS wasn't doing that either, but like that little part of me was like, But either way, these two were giant guilds, and it just made me think Iron Man mode would be kind of cool to eliminate all that, like once a year. I don't know. If freaking Galahad Created does this, and like doesn't even consult me or give us credit, I'm gonna be mad. Chat, I'm gonna be mad. But yeah, I'm gonna read chat later to see what you all think, because I kind of want to move along. But if you're VOD Squad, leave a comment of what that would, if you like that idea. DM me if you want to discuss this, or come to the Discord and talk in SimpleMMO chat. I really want to pick like the top players and the active players' brains on this Paisen mode. I just think it would be cool and something different. Anyway, let's move on to the SGL news. Holy shit, dude! I just keep talking. Yeah, so like a tournament, it's Idle Clan's Iron Man mode for guilds, essentially. Bombs, yeah, I know I said that. It was good to see. Like, I'm not diminishing TSL RS for using mercs or friends or whatever. It was just like insane, like the powers combined, The friends really came through. So here's some news specific to season 8. Moving on, so RS. We had Wawa the God from RS comment on our video or our VOD from last week. And they are confirming that they're giving their all in season 8, which they did. Addison and Joe said they were aiming to beat the pay to win guild and to be the first free to play seasonal guild champion in history of SimpleMMO. As we know, that didn't happen, but it was super close, and they held first place for the majority of season 8. So in my eyes, they are legends. And they said after this season, the guild will return to be a casual guild for a while, maybe to rest. So I know like Bombs and everyone, they've heard more from RS. It's honestly sad news to hear. But if I had to be RS chat, this is probably the way I would go. Like balls to the wall, And then, okay, we're good. We did it. We did it. So that's just news passed on to us here at Couch Cat. Some Wolf news. Darren's here in chat. Darren joined Wolf mid-season, helped us out a ton, racked up a bunch of bodies. His body count is huge, but they've unfortunately, we wish them the best of luck, right? Obviously, departed, and they're in Chaotic Serenity's guild. I pray for all of us because there's a lot of big names migrating there, including Asmir from Prostor, which we'll get into in a second. But this guild is becoming massive, and it's scary. It's really scary. But thank you, Darren, for your service. And then moving on to Prostor. So Asmir, thank you so much. He's always keeping me in the loop, dude. He posted in the SGL news portion of our Discord, which thank goodness someone uses it. I mean, everyone's been using it, but he dropped this nugget here, and he said, this season will be my last season. It will be the last that I'm the leader of Prostor, I as an Asmir. The guild will remain the same community for Russian-speaking players and beginners in particular. We will continue to monitor her referring to the guild, and help her. But I made the decision to switch to Chaotic Serenity's guild. Also, the core of PvP will most likely go with me. And it will be a new period, but we are not canceling the fact that when the young players grow up in Prostor, we will return to bringing the Prostor tag back to the top 5. So Asmir is starting a whole new venture, Prostor shifting in a new direction, losing its core members. So I wish the best for Prostor. They were an amazing underdog guild here this season, was their personal best. And again, another powerhouse moving on to Chaotic Serenity's guild. Time to go safe mode. Time to go safe mode, chat. Oh shit. Bob says it's the friends we made along the way. Darren says, taint you, Pie Pie. Of course, Darren. All right, that's the news. We can just get into this thing now. Chat, let me show you what this was supposed to look like with the new scene. Look, I'm a little circle, dude. I'm a little circle. And I was just good. CrazyFi was supposed to be above me, but because he exploded, he's not here. It's kind of weird because I'm looking this way. I could change that, but I'm kind of lazy. So chat. I'll just go here. Just a floating head. Let's just do this so I don't have to minimize and everything. Yeah. Vex is laughing at me. Ooh. What if you put an empty circle where Civ would be? Dude, it's actually still active. It's just not showing. It's active, but it's good. It's because there's no video feed. It won't show a circle. You looking at chat and say, whatever, Eclipse. Scroll down a little. What do you mean? Oh, okay. Blazing Beast. All right. Here we go. So we're going in game. So we can see the total. Oh my god, I'm in the way. I'm so sorry, Bombs. Oh, don't be mad, Bombs. There. The Stinky Legion. But anyway, we're going in game here. Usually we use the Simple Wolf bot to run the SGL progress report. That's made by Zildin. He's a great dude, even better coder, and he's capturing Season 9, and he's capturing legacy data, so we're here in-game, and that's okay, because we want to just go over the total EXP for the final review, because again, we're skipping a week, so we can be current, because we're lucky enough that it ends on stream. Just kind of like how Easter started on stream, really weird. But anyway, yeah, check out Zildin. Links down in the description for the Simple Wolf Discord and the bot. But we're going to go in game. So this is the end of Season 8 here within SimpleMMO. It's crazy how far we've come from Season 0 to Season 8. And again, there's been a lot of quality of life update here within this little segment. And you'll see here that the winners are announced on the page banner, and it's the Scarlet Legion. So at the very end, super close, peer-to-peer nations at war. TSL squeaked forward. Nice squeaked. Bomb squeaked, dude. They got ahead. So congrats to TSL. Everyone who, made it happen. The core, what's his name, Jordan Otter or whatever, dude, that guy is a monster. He will make Wobbly Cat like he'll make Wobbly Cat retire if he hasn't already, because that dude 3x the shit out of like the whole game. He was 6x in chat. He was 6. Yeah, Jordan Otter is scary as hell. Dude, even Caveman was PvP, man. What the fuck? Anyway, congrats to TSL. Huge. This is huge because it was just a great war between TSL and Pulang, or excuse me, RS. And some wars were popping at the end. So like with Prostor and then Shadow Garden. Very close indeed. But we're just going to get through this. So in Season 8, the final positions of the top 25 guilds here. We have TSL number 1 with 230 million EXP, a new personal best for TSL, which they had a personal best against Babel, and doesn't matter now. That's in the past. RS at number 2 with 228 mil EXP. Obviously, their personal best for their like first full seasonal run. So their personal best, it might be their like record best if they do truly retire. And if you had to, I mean, why not? This is the number to retire with. Gostier, welcome to the stream. Always good to see you. But yeah, number 2. These two guilds are just broke records in the game. Again, if I was Galahad Creative, I would be highlighting these achievements in the Discord. Because these are the players that are actively playing your game, throwing money at the game, and just destroying the game. Bomb says, our weekly gain and daily were personal best. We did not beat our personal best PvP seasonal guild XP from Season 4. Oh, really? Okay, my bad. That was fake news. But, yes, they had personal best. How about that? Rack saying almost 100 mil EXP difference between Red Sun and Shadow Garden. Yeah, I know. Moving on to number 3. Now, here's a guild I never thought would make it this far, and they held number 3. They're pretty much like the new factory reset. Like they did not budge from their position. That's Shadow Garden. So congrats to Shadow Garden, to Shadow and all the homies. Maybe not Hyper Knight. I'm just kidding. But SG did wonders here for like their track record. This is a personal best. I'm not wrong on that one. And it's just great to see. Move on to number 4. Wolf to all my wolves out there. Holding it down. We were having a like Shadow Guard had no peer-to-peer. They're just chilling in their own class. But we had a truly peer-to-peer moment with Prostor. We even lost number 4 for like a couple days. And it was neck and neck, as you can see here, with Wolf getting 101 mil. Excuse me, Shadow Garden got 132 mil. That's giant. Sorry for skipping over that. But Wolf got 101 mil total EXP for the season, with Prostor right behind us at 98.7 mil total EXP. So yeah, great stuff there. Very close, very sweaty. But Wolf has a solid warrior crew. And I mean, you know, Darren's departed, but it was before Darren's departure, then Darren coming into the mix, and then post. Like, it was just a solid season all around for Wolf. Blood. there's a guild named Wolf in here. I gotta be careful. And then of course, shout out to Prostar number 5. So that's Celestial tier. In CouchCat, it's not in game because it's our design. But we go by tiers. This would be Celestial tier if we were displaying our iteration of the SGL. But that is Celestial. That's the top 5. Excellent stuff here. Now we're going through 6th through 10th place. And this has, again, some of the better, newer guilds in this season. And really, that's Coven. So this is the rebrand, right? This is the second iteration of Coven. This is Desi, also known as Fena's guild, with Tansy. Like, freaking, they had Tansy. They had Nyapa at one point. They had Hazi at one point. Like, this guild just had a bunch of powerhouse. I mean, they had a whole level 1 million at one point, and they still do. It's just insane. But they got to number 6 as a brand new guild to the SGL. So insane stuff here. Like, if this is just like RS, like if this is your last placement, not bad, dude. I would retire here. But yeah, number 6 Coven, 94.5 mil total EXP. Congrats to you. We have Church of Binks, aka Factory Reset, aka Ring Factory here at number 7. 91.4 mil total EXP. So congrats to AIM and Sola and everyone else that makes up the FR family. Just great stuff here. Number 7, managing top 10, doing good. Gladiators here at number 8 with 65.5 mil total EXP. Congrats to you. DPS. Okay, I'm just going to say congrats to everyone in that SGL, so I don't have to do it every but congrats to everyone. DPS here at number 9 with 58.8 mil total EXP. Not where they're usually at. Golden Arrows, though, at number 10. Shout out to Golden Arrows, dude. I freaking love Golden Arrows. Dosa, Ace, Ajid, everyone. 52.2 mil total EXP. Moving on to the next tier, we have the Forest. So that was legendary. Now we're on to next year. We have Force at number 11, 52.2 mil total EXP. This is a retired guild. Eclipse is freaking doing meth, and they barely do anything. They just, oh, my EP's full, and then they're 11. They're number 11, chat. All right, moving on. Number 12 here, we have Helheim, the best Norse-themed guild. It's official. Jason called it. But Helheim at number 12, overtaking Asgard, a top 15 guild. This is a personal best for this prior tier 2 guild. Love to see it. Have been rooting for them the whole season. 48.1 mil total EXP. Asgard here from top 10 to 13. We have 47.9 mil total EXP. Some real life stuff happened to them. Unfortunate, but that's just how it goes. Hopefully Jason does not call it quits. We don't know. He's been choking around a lot, but it's hard to tell because of Canadian tariffs and shit. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Asgard, always rooting for them at number 13. We have GG here at number 14. 44.4 mil total EXP is a great place to be after their official split from DGK. So good stuff here. A top 15 guild on your first full run, right? And they didn't even start. They weren't even at the start of the season. The split happened a little bit after. Still friendly 2 here at number 15, 40.9 mil total EXP. Okay, so without Zildin's SimpleMMO Wolfbot, I don't know who leads. Who's the leader? Who's the leader, dude? Okay, whatever. Stardust here, we have at number 16 with 31.7 mil total EXP for the season. Teletubbies, again, some of the larger Teletubby players like Des and Taurus, they split from Teletubbies, so I don't know what they'll look like in the current season. But they're at number 17 with 27.8 mil total EXP. Nice to say Yi at number 18 with 22.6 mil total EXP. Wisteria, congrats to Welski at number 19, just did not budge. I was hoping they would overtake Yi because he's not really showing signs of life. Didn't happen, but they are a top 20 guild. So number 19 with 18.1 mil total EXP. Gorilla Wizards with 17.9 mil total EXP at number 20. Zoltan says everything's ready when you need it. Thank you, Zoltan. ZZK at number 21 with 16.6 mil total EXP. Friendly at 22 with 15.3 mil total EXP. Heaven and Hell with 15.1 mil total EXP at 23. Wait, did I say 23 already? 22, 20? Dude, I don't know. Hell Troop, the newest guild in season 8 that appeared in the last 2 weeks or so or less. Number 24 with 13.2 mil total EXP. And then Slums, the final guild in the top 25 with 10 million EXP. And that's the top 25. Usually we go over tier 2, but really the winners of the season, they're captured in the top 25. But we do have, I just want to shout out because Vex is here, Blazing Beast here at 32. We can expect better things from them this season. If they don't, I'm deleting the guild. I'm petitioning to delete the guild. We will take your best players as Vex. Plates, welcome to the stream. Blazing Beast is top 20 right now? Oh, that's great. I'd love to see that. But that is the conclusion of Season 8. I've already said it, but congrats to everyone who participated. Congrats to all the top 25 guilds. Whether you just got there like Hell Troop or you've been there since the very beginning, like Shadow Garden, pretty much all of the Celestial tier. It was probably one of the best seasons. I don't know, chat, but I believe it was one of the best seasons within SimpleMMO. RS brought something different to the Celestial tier. Shook up a lot of positioning. Shadow Garden shook up a lot of positioning. Wolf, Prostar at the end, Covenant at some point. But also to note, TSL remained stable. They were stable through all the freaking moving pieces around them. I believe this. It's just they've proven once again that they are a guild that when they're turned on. Okay, that was kind of bad. When they're when they're locked in, when bombs is turned on. No, but when they're locked in, they'll be number one. And I would love to see, their next peer because they haven't had a peer in a long time. So RS bowing out, excellent stuff there. But will it be Chaotic Serenity's guild? I don't know. But there we go. That's it. That's season 8. All right, I'm gonna go back to the next scene. Okay, that's not it. Okay, I'm here. When bombs is God dang it. Why did I do that? Paulie says Paisen faster talking than thinking. Shit. Welski, I congratulate you for being number 19. You can't win with this guy. All right. Lobster, welcome to the stream. Okay, so that concludes the SGL portion of the stream. That concludes the stream itself. Like the stream right now before you go. And I have news. If you made it this far, I have news. Just like the season 8 predictions, probably tomorrow or Saturday. Tomorrow I'm working out, but tomorrow or Saturday, I plan to do another special stream that it's mainly going to be a VOD, but I know a lot of you join anyway, for season 9 predictions. So I'm going to show season 9 with its current progress and make predictions based off of the first couple of days of the season, kind of like exactly what I did with season 8. So if you're a fan of those VODs or those streams, I'm going to schedule it sometime tomorrow. I'll have the scheduling either for Friday night or I'll have it scheduled for Saturday and go from there. So if you're into that, I highly recommend you stop by. If you only see it for the VOD, there will be chapters. Leave a like, comment on it, leave your predictions. If you have predictions or a guild you're rooting for season 9, shoot me a DM in the game, not Discord. Shoot me a DM in SimpleMMO. It's easier. I found it's easier, and I'll discuss it on or within that predictions video. If it's not just shit post, you know what I mean? But yeah, if you have a take, if you have a guild you're rooting for, maybe a guild you just created and you're in the top 25 or close, Vex. If you want to talk about the resurgence of Blazing Beasts and how this could be a better season for you, shoot me a DM in the game and I'll discuss it. But yeah, that will be a season 9 predictions and review video. But that's really it. That's it, chat. That's it. It was a great stream. We had a lot to talk about. CrazyFi, unfortunately, PC exploded. And it would have been better if he was here, but we do what we do. We do what we can. So, Dova, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. That's it. That's the stream. We talked about some crazy updates with IdleMMO, Solvendra's freaking progress that's made in such a short time, SimpleMMO guild quality of life with guild PvP, and the end of SGL. And a ton, if you missed the beginning, again, there's going to be chapters for this VOD, and a ton of CouchCat updates with new merch, new text channels that give you news for all the games we play, a Solvendra text channel if you want to engage the devs in our Discord or just talk about the game if you're testing it. Yeah, some great stuff. And the final thing, the 2025 Game Jam with CouchCat in the official PBBG Discord team. So a lot of good stuff to look forward to from here on out. Season 9 prediction, King Cow returns. King Cow, so here's the thing. King Cows did return, and I think they joined Stardust, and then they didn't do anything. So they left TPC, joined Stardust, and then quit again. Bet you didn't know that. I know that. Paisen gets banned, you motherfucker. Okay. Anyway, before I go, shout out to all the mods for having my back. Shout out to all the YouTube members for supporting our channel. Shout out to all the donations made tonight and the gift, the membership gifts. And shout out to everyone here who just continues to come back every week. I hope you all have a good night. I hope I see you in the Discord server, link down in the description. And I hope I see you in the Season 9 predictions video if you're a SimpleMMO fan. And to everyone else, peace out. And yeah, you know what? Spooky goodbye. You know what I mean? I'm kind of feeling it. All right, see you, chat. Shadow. Shadow, is that you? Spooky. Yeah, spooky goodbye. There's one thing I have to say. Bombs is stinky. Okay, see you, chat.